is a youth empowerment nonprofit based in Bayview Hunters Point, right here in San Francisco, California, addressing the environmental justice issues that are plaguing our community. I'm blessed. I have the opportunity to steward one of the last remaining wetlands in San Francisco, Heron's Head Park. Heron's Head Park, in all its 25 acres, is a real present-day example of what the coastlines of San Francisco once looked like. Supporters of the slow food movement, let us give proper respect to the first people of San Francisco, the Muwekma Ohlone, and to all indigenous people globally, for they are the original pioneers and teachers of the slow food movement, as well as forwarding this environmental justice movement that we have today. Pre-colonial Ohlone lived off the abundance of land, sea, and air right here in San Francisco, collecting shellfish, fishing the waters, gathering native plants, as well as hunting fish and game and fowl. I help run environmental education programs out of Heron's Head Park. These are free programs which speak to the Aboriginal and natural history of San Francisco, but also speaking to our current day environmental justice struggles that we face in Bayview Hunters Point, such as the highest cancer and asthma rates throughout the city. Environmental justice is the fundamental right of all people to live in a healthy environment. Now, healthy environment is very broad and complex, but when we assert our basic needs as rights, such as clean air and water, but also linking them to non-toxic communities, equitable work and education opportunities, as well as, of course, healthy, nourishing, and affordable food. Slow food. Ledge makes food security a priority because food insecurity is a reality in environmental justice communities like the one that I'm part of, Bayview Hunters Point. We have an overwhelming number of toxic food options or industrial options, but yet we have a challenge to accessing and affordability to clean, good, and just food. Bayview Hunters Point, as I said, has a plethora of industrial food options, but yet it has over 300 toxic sites. This adds into that toxic community paradigm. So groups like Ledge have a response to this and a challenge back. Our Good Neighbor Youth Program has converted numerous corner convenience stores to actually sell fresh fruit and vegetables. This has actually gained statewide momentum, kind of setting the tone of what we want to see in our neighborhoods, as well as sponsoring numerous farmers markets that are local in our neighborhood, selling local produce and all sorts of wonderful items. Not to mention hosting inspiring food demonstrations to a community that needs to know what to do with these new options of food, okay? On top of that, we publish a cookbook, as well as actually delivered and set up stands to sell affordable, that's a key term here, sustainable food, all right? Not to mention empowering our local community youth around the importance of sustainable food security, slow foods, you know? Now, even with all these successes, the work is far from over. Just as it took decades for us to close one of the oldest power plants in the state, right in our community, it took decades. This environmental justice movement has to and will endure through the generations. We are building an eco-center at Heron's Head Park, the first building of its kind. And standing here right next to City Hall, it will be the first off-the-grid solar building showcasing cutting-edge green appropriate technology. combined with wind power, on-site wastewater treatment, and a living roof. So this living classroom would not only act as a teaching tool to our community youth, but also a place for members to convene and envision, create sustainable solutions for not only ecologically sustainable future, but a just one as well. Now, the circle of slow food advocates, as we all are here, that I am a part of, we have a responsibility. Hopefully we take note of this responsibility. Just as government and corporations should serve the people, slow food should be served to all people. I hope you hear that. Because this circle must grow concentrically and bring this healing medicine of slow food to areas that need it most, such as Baby Hunter's Point, so that it is not just a demand of the privileged, but actually a right to all people. Respect.